Hey guys, I hope you're doing pretty well. So welcome to this new series for the Hero Siege 2 first season, and we're gonna talk about the Demon Slayer. So that's the classes that I play the most. I've been 1 week off, so in vacancy with my dad, so I could not upload a video sooner. And when I get back yesterday, I wanted to farm a bit more on my main account. So this one, as you could see, I just pimp it up with a little skin, so I really like it. And my gear has been updated for the people who watched my previous video. There's a ton of views. Really big thanks to you. Really appreciated every person that watched the video, every person that suggests other people to watch it. So thank you very much. Really appreciate it, and it's a pleasure for me to help you with the most of my knowledge and the knowledge from the amazing community of Discord of Hero Siege. So a little recap of my upgrade of gear and of the knowledge I got along the way. So after that, we're gonna start the new series. The new series is gonna be from zero, so we are gonna create a new character. We're gonna struggle to level up, not that much, but like we're not gonna destroy everything right away, and we're gonna progress along the way. So the little upgrade for my gear from the previous video, we have the Raven's Claw. I just upgraded today, so I bought a perfect critical chains. So that's what I wanted the most on it. The Raven Claw is an amazing physical amulet. My friend Suko borrow me, not borrow, but yeah, yeah. Nah, it's not borrow, but he gave me for farming the Nikita helmet. So it's an amazing helmet that have in your defense. I loot the Noxious Hunter reward, so that's a really good one. I'm planning to build the Shroud of Enigma. A lot of people suggest me to build it. I agree for the magic find, the life increase, the movement speed on the armor. That's really cool. The all skill. So I'm gonna go for this. But I really appreciated the mana stole per hit on the Noxious Hunter reward. That's really a good stats to focus on early and late game, because if you have no mana per hit, you will struggle with the bullet hell build. The Siegebreaker is always good to compensate for the lack of in-air defense. I used to have more in-air defense now because I have the Nikita, so I loot my first FK tactical. I used to have one that I bought on the market, but I loot my first one. There's no socket obviously because I looted, so I put one head to have my 100% in-air defense, and I put all res rune, so I'm close in Hell 5 to be all res in white. We farmed a lot yesterday with like minus 69, minus 54. Every like little bullet of the voodoo doll or the black spiral of venom, or I don't know what it is, maybe arcane damage, that give a ton of damage that you could not really prepare for if you don't see them. More specifically, because my friend Suko played the Black Hole Exo. It is a good build. Maybe we will share to you his build if he likes to. But the black hole is like black and purple, and the monster do some kind of black purple as well. Poison spiral of damage that deal really a ton of damage. So if your resistance is pretty low, it's quite dangerous to react. So in L5, I'm quite safe with 100,000 no, 1800 HP or 2000 with minus 20 resist and up, so like in the positive, such as my 6% arcane resistance, 7% cold resist. So if you have minus 30 and minus 40, minus 50, you might have less time to react than I mean, like the life per hit maybe not gonna proc enough, specifically if you play with other people that do a lot of AoE, so area of effect. So since they hit monster before you don't hit the monster, so you don't get life back and you die from poison and everything. But if you have minus 20, minus 15 in positive resistance with a good amount of HP, you have time to react, get a life per hit a little bit if you hit monster, and or maybe get the life orb on the floor, and you are okay. So that's what I saw, and I really like about putting some resistance there. And also on the Hermes boots, so that's the big factor that I saw on the Discord. I was not sure of why people goes for this. I really like my quick step of 70% movement speed. That's going pretty fast. There's some defense missile on them as well, but the Hermes boots have 36 all res, so 30 to 40, so that's amazing for the boots. They still have 50% increased movement speed, and later on I'm gonna have more movement speed on my armor, so I'm gonna get back my movement speed and maybe even more than I had on my quick step, combined with the Hermes and the Shroud of Enigma. But it's quite expensive. It's like 11 million right now, maybe 3.5 million for a Bear rune, 3.5 million for a Ja rune, and the Ut rune is pretty easy. The armor is quite easy to get as well, so it's really the rune. I'm working for, but the big upgrade end game that I could get is the Saint solo yellow. So it's an angelic weapon that many people play with, and it is a fantastic weapon to get. Whoop, sorry. Let me show you the beauty of Saint Yellow. There it is. So a big amount of attack damage, a good attack per sec. There's a passive with it. 40% of increased speed, attack speed, sorry, it is pretty insane. 50% of critical chance, that's amazing. So it's gonna put me to 100% crit rate. I'm currently at 92 with the 2 Elven Grace. There's life stole per hit, there's mana stole per hit, there's a big amount of crit damage. So more crit damage you have on your Saint solo YOLO, more it's gonna cost in the market. So the better you have, the better your Saint solo YOLO is. 75% of defense target in your target defense in your, so that's huge. So if you don't have the siege breaker for the 25 missing, if you don't have the brood cores for maybe a 10% or 20%, if you don't have the Nikita, you just slam a het rune on the Saint solo YOLO, because itself it is also really OP. Have 4 socket as well, sorry. So you slam a het rune, you have your 100% in your, and you can put some more runes onto them. There's a lot of discussion about which rune I should put them on. There's some people go for Xo for having more deadly blow, because the deadly blow, if it's proc, you deal 50% of your physical damage. So I'm not sure enough. So if you don't have your 1%, well, your 100% defense in your, you might think at a last way of getting it, of slamming a et rune ETH on it, but you have plenty of others way. So a siege breaker will be the most intelligent most smart move to do, just because it gives you all resistance, defense versus missile as well, and the 25, so you can put maybe some attack speed on your Sand Solo YOLO. You might be some resistance if you feel like you want to be more tanky. Whatever you desire. If you put some runes, or you buy a cheaper one with some runes and you dislike it because it doesn't fit with your way you want to play with it, you can empty the socket. So you can grab 2 Sol rune, pretty easy to get, and a perfect skull. So it's gonna be a little bit harder to proceed, but you can craft them by just combining some skull together in the crafting table just right here, and you're gonna have your perfect skull. You put the perfect skull, the 2 Sol rune, your Sand Solo YOLO, whatever the item you want to remove gem. Obviously, be aware you're gonna lose the gem, so you're gonna keep the weapon as it is, so all the stats is not gonna reroll whatever, but the gem, the runes, whatever is gonna get destroyed, but you will be able to put whatever you desire into it. So to finish about the quick recap, not quick anymore, but that's how I used to do video. It's take longer than it should. So sorry for that. So I didn't get more Twin Blade. It's an amazing item for having more crit chance and crit damage, but since I'm gonna have probably 100% with the Sand Solo YOLO, I might change for something else. Maybe the ticket vendors to have some saving on Veras and Geras maybe. 3-Force, I get another one, so it's pretty amazing. I saw someone with a level 4 3-Force. It's 12% all res, 12 all attributes, and it's an amazing relic to get. I get the King's Crown just for more gold, because gold is a big factor in Hero Siege. Token of Luck is still there, level 1. So yeah, the big upgrade is the Nikita that Suko helped me with. The Ravenclaw I just bought. The Noxious I loot. I changed my runes for more resistance. I still have my Siegebreaker. Suko gave me a Elven Grace for now as well. The Hermes boots, I bought some good one, and big things that I changed also are my charm. So Traveler Maps Journal, that's a really good one. So there's movement speed. Movement speed is the most OP stat. Whatever the classes you play, movement speed is your best friend. You will be able to dodge maybe some bullet faster. You will be able to move to farm faster, just because if you are looking for the Black Tower, so you're gonna move really fast in the map, you will find your Black Tower, you're gonna do the Black Tower, you vote reset, you search again, or you want to farm. There's so many people who like to farm in the event horizon right here, so they just want to search for this third dimensional. And I can show you, oh, there it is, the Distorted Horizon. So you can see my damage in Hell 5 as well. In this zone, we can do the Distorted Horizon, and I think I will do another video for the series, since it's always took longer just to show my upgrade of more endgame. The previous one was probably the early endgame, and we have more information of what we plan to do. We have more testing as well on it. So we just loot some shit. Yeah, but it makes me think about something that I want to show you, that is a good strategy to do if you want to maybe get lucky and do some gold, is to re-roll or destroy some Satanic that doesn't have really high value in the market, and it's rather a good idea to trying gambling them on the crafting of a Satanic, heroic, or angelic. So let's just finish this together. We might get something crazy. Early on today I got an heroic and an angelic key. I was pretty hype about it, but the angelic key, I'm gonna keep it for when I will have my Shroud of Enigma to try get my first bullet L upgrade. I don't have any yet. I use my previous angelic key on my Mayhem armor that I had, not Mayhem, Fortress or Mayhem, I don't remember, but one of those armor. I got the Slice of Shadow, so it was not pretty good. I think it's my Fortress actually. One things that I discover as well, if you manage to have a lack of mana, you're empty and you don't know what you could do. Sometimes I just like to cast the Absolute Mayhem. It's quite useless as a spell like this one, but it's so useless it makes me die. So I really wanted to cast it, and I just, yeah, it's a fail. It's a yeah, we cannot call it other way. So I just wanted to tell you that you can cast this one, and sometime it give you some mana back, and you can pull the bullet L on work again, but I just fell. But yeah, so we're gonna just go for the tips of the Satanic. So what I really like to do right now, if I goes to the market of what is the name of village of Masratim. So you go there, you look for your Satanic, your Set, your heroic, your angelic. So let's assume it's an S. That's an A for now, but let's just assume that's an S. So we take a look. That's not the name of it. Flaming coin. Sorry. So flaming coin. Okay, that's really cheap. I'm not gonna waste time to trying to get some gold with it. If you want to do it, feel free. It's your item, it's your future gold or not, so that's up to you. So what I'm doing more often right now, let's assume it's a nest, so we prospect it, and we're gonna have some Satanic dust, and it's gonna be an empowering Satanic dust. And if you have 5 of those, you just go here, you put your 5, you press craft, and maybe you can get the Noxious Hunter reward, the F4 tactical rifle, the Elven Grace, the Hermes boots. So there's some big jackpot you can hit, there's some crappy things you can hit, but it's always something that you can do. So as I said, the Empower Satanic Dust, I have 3 right now. I have 3 Purify Satanic Dust, so it's heroic dust. So if I saw like an heroic that costs 600,000 and I don't feel like I want to sell it, I just broke it and I pray for maybe a Fulgurate charm or whatever I could hit on that's gonna help me. Yeah, so that's another good tips. Also, the Traveler Map Journal, as I said, is pretty cool. There's movement speed, there's attribute, the all resistance. Anubis Ink Charm, that's a new one that I added. So life increased by 14%. I had previously about this amount of HP. I slammed the Anubis Ink Charm, I up to 2,600. I was thinking that is a little bit too much right now, so I just reset all my attributes right here. It costs 0, so whatever you feel like you want to change something, that's amazing. Same for the reset skill, it's only 10 gold for each level you have. It doesn't count the hero level, so it's always gonna cost at a max of 1000 gold. It's pretty easy. You sell just like 2 purple item and voila, you have your 1k gold. So yeah, I put the Anubis Ink Charm, I add more HP, I reset all, I up my vitality back to close to 100,000, 1,800. Sorry, I'm French Canadian, so sometimes I just have a struggle, as you could maybe saw, but yeah. And I put the rest on strength to have more damage here. And you just can go there. Yes, I know it's not 2, 3, 4, 5 million, but it's not what I'm aiming the most. What I'm aiming is I can go fast, I can kill the monster fast. That's amazing. Yes, logically, if I deal 2 million damage here, probably I will kill faster outside on the field, but if you're if you like to do 1 billion damage here, your fun, my fun, is to loot heroic. Like you're wasting your time here. Is like, yeah, screenshot, and I'm not gonna show your build on the, the Discord. But I'm doing 1 billion, I'm too strong. Yeah, congrats. Me, I want upgrade for my build, so I'm gonna go in the Event Horizon or Black Tower or Gurag or whatever. So the Ravenclaw, I just get back to it because before I pass all the day of farming with the Tall Pendant to have my 250 increase magic fine, but I wanted to go back on damage, so I just stopped of using it. And the Witch's Claw, I still had it in the previous video. It's still an amazing charm. I should get a better mana stall per hit because it's really important. Some movement speed, some resistance, so one slot of 11 Arcane resist, Cold resist, so just to be able of getting the most resistance possible. Movement speed is always good. Critical damage is pretty cool just because my critical strike is close to 100, so I'm critting more often, and more crit damage I have, more damage I'm gonna do. So that's about it for the upgrade. So I started the video of talking about, yeah, we're gonna do a new series. It's gonna be in the next video because this one I will just call it the update of the previous one. So if I recap, if I resume, this one worked better than the previous one. If you want better loot more than this, the big upgrade you could have is the Sign Solo YOLO, so it's the angelic weapon. The gloves, the belt, and the boots is up to you. There's a lot of discussion of this one should be better, is it this one better, so it's up of what is fitting the most for you. But Hermes boots, if I have to talk about them, those are really amazing. So it's a good things to wear. There's a lot people of, is it Noxious better, Shroud of Enigma better? I don't know yet. I really like the mana stole per hit on the Noxious Hunter reward, but I think I will follow the Enigma clan for this, just because I like the movement speed on the armor. There's a more magic fine on the armor, so why not? And I think there's more defense. Let's just see before ending this. Rune Ward, Shroud of Enigma, but it's close to be the same, so yeah. Life increase is a big factor, because if you saw, it's 4 to 8. Strangely, it 10%, but let's say it's 8%, and I said early on that I put this 14% and I up like 5 to 600 more HP. So if I have 8% more, maybe I'm gonna have a 300 more HP, so I can keep it to stay at 2000, or reduce again by resetting all my attribute and putting more damage. So it's like hiding stat of damage, but it is vitality. So that's really nice about it. There's also other charms that are really OP, and fortunately for us, they put finally the charm into the wiki, as we could say. So everything is there. The radar torch, that could be a good cheap relic, a charm to get, but it's not something that I suggest you to aim for. So Anubis Ink Charm is good for the survivability. Gurag Earth Charm can be okay. That's not what I'm gonna suggest you to get. Marksman Quiver, nope, not this one. Torch of Shadow, if you hit the Demon Slayer, obviously that's gonna be a good one because it's all resistance, so it's always good. I wish you all a 20% resist. Traveler Marginal, I have one, I talk about it. Fulgurit is the big jackpot you could get. So magic skill damage doesn't scale on us, maybe for the melee if I'm not mistaken, but just itself a 30% all res if we can hit it. Even 20 could be great. Attribute in 1 skill, 2 skill, 3 skill, okay. So for a 4-second charm, that's an amazing one. Loaded dice with all skill and bullet hell will be insane. Boss dungeon, okay, I will take note of that. Annihilator, that's an amazing. I think this one, Annihilator, is gonna be way better than the Fulgurit. So an insane charm to get. Bag of unknown riches, that's cool for the MF, the XP grind, the decrease merchant price, so that's pretty cool. Maybe you can just change it for when you are farming in easier places, or you just want to farm for some Shadow Ram and things like that. You saw Veras, you saw an Angelic Key, and you want to buy it as a lower cost, so you just switch it for Bag of the Unknown Riches. You buy your Angelic Key, you maybe save 100,000, 200,000. That's a good thing. So always good. Spine Trophy, that can be good. There's some people, as I told a little bit early on, that want to play around the Deadly Blow, so that is pretty good. Attack rating, not crazy if you have defense in your dexterity is the same, but physical skill, that's good. The other one, so this one is okay if you play with the Crushing Blow, but it costs you 4 sacket, and there's bigger one to get, such as the Loaded Dice, the Torch of Shadows, maybe the Traveler Map, the Anubis Ink if you want to be more tanky, the Annihilators, so there's plenty. Adventurer Quiver if you want more attack speed. This one I didn't play around it, so I don't know, but attack damage increased by 29%. I feel like it's pretty good, which is good for the Mana Stole. And the big boy, Earth Melon, 5 to physical skill for 420 to additive physical damage, more attack damage increase, all resistance. This one is an amazing charm. So yeah, so that's about it. If you want to upgrade about your build, if you are turning around this, or if you saw this one and you say what I can have more and more, so Sainso Yellow, better charm, and play around the amulet, the rings, the glove, the this but the helmet, I think it's the best, so best in slot. Ravenclaw as well, but you play, you test. We're still early in the season. They're gonna have a mid-season patch later on, so we don't know what they're gonna change. So yeah, thank you for your time. Sorry for this long amount of time. That's a quick not quick anymore, but that's a recap about my previous one. So now I'm gonna end this one, and I'm gonna do the beginner series, and the beginner series is gonna be about starting the creation of the characters, finishing the scenario, killing Gurag, end of the first episode. We're gonna do the Grim Reaper, second episode, third episode, Anubis, and further on, and we're gonna try to reach the L5 with this series. So if you want to see from the beginning what you should do to help you to progress, or just want to see me struggling or having some crazy loot on a new characters, feel free to do so. Thank you for your support. Thank you very much. Best of luck with the loot, and see you soon. See ya.